thoughts on how you thought Drake Maye performed in his debut?
Well, I mean, you have to say that he did enough in this game to be encouraged. I mean, you would not be discouraged by that effort. I mean, each one of these rookie quarterbacks has different situations. They're going into a team. First, who else is? What other quarterbacks are on the roster? Second, who's the offensive line? Okay, who are the skill guys? And then who's the guy who's putting the offense together? So you have to take all those elements. And let's face it, the Patriots right now, and this, I love the Patriots, but let's face it, right now, their offensive line isn't very good, and their skill players leave a lot to be desired. So anyone coming in is already fighting, fighting an uphill battle. But I thought he did enough things in the game. I mean, let's face it, they were relatively conservative with him, which, that's the route to take. But their team, the surrounding team, isn't good enough to carry him right now. And the fact that he threw 3 touchdown passes in his first effort out there, gives you a reason to be optimistic.
I thought that it was the wrong spot to begin him as a starting quarterback because of all the things you mentioned: lack of offensive line, lack of skill position guys, lack of talent around him. I thought this is a losing proposition. It was too risky. But he paid off dividends today. What did you think when you heard the decision they were starting him earlier in the week?
Well, let's face it. Right now, with that team, they're better off with Jacoby in there than Drake Maye. With the team that they currently have. But let's face it, when you start off 1-4, 1-4, 1-5, and already the writing's on the wall about whether or not you're going to be a playoff caliber team or not. You drafted him the 3rd pick in the draft for a reason. So you're going to have to play him. There's not really a perfect time. You're going to wait for a team that has a crummy defense. Is that what you're going to wait for? And figure, okay, that gives them the best chance of being successful. I think what the Patriots did, and I would have kept Jacoby in there too, but that's not the point. They didn't. I think what the Patriots did when they saw, hey, look we're not scoring enough points to win games. Jacoby is a very good game manager and a great leader for our team, but this guy's got an extra element that he brings to the game. Although he's inexperienced, his athleticism brings more opportunities. Like today in the game, multiple times in the game, he made plays with his feet. And when your offensive line isn't really good, and you got guys who aren't getting open a lot of times on your pass routes, a lot of time that leaves the quarterback with 2 alternatives: throw the ball away or use his athleticism to get out of trouble. And he did that several times today. And that is a definite bonus. That's a definite plus.
Do you think part of this reason was worry about losing a locker room if you're Gerard Mayo? In other words, the guys know there might be a better option at quarterback, so you have to put the kid in because it gives them a jolt?
No, I think it's more that they saw the writing on the wall where the season's heading. And when you start off a year, you don't know how your season's going to go. I mean, look at the Washington Commanders. Would you say they're a contender right now?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're a contender. Okay, now going into this season, even though I love Jaden Daniels, going into this season, no one was really expecting the Washington Commanders to be contenders. I mean, I think they're contenders in the NFC East. I really do. I think they're contenders. So I think that in the Patriots case, they saw, okay, this isn't going very well. I mean, what can we do? Well, you can't fire all the players. You can't fire all the coaches. So, but one thing you can do is you drafted this kid with the 3rd pick in the entire draft for a reason. You could put him in there and hope that it gives you a spark. And one big reason why this could be a benefit, not a detriment, is because Jacoby is such a great team guy. A lot of quarterbacks would be stewing in this situation right there. That's not Jacoby. I've known Jacoby since he was a junior in high school. That's not who he is. And that's to the Patriots' benefit.